Yo everyone, what's going on, and welcome back to another VideoAmigo tutorial video. In today's video, we're going to talk about this really interesting and really helpful tool called view sources. So if you have a YouTube channel, it's probably really important for you to know where your views are coming from. Whether it's on your channel as a whole or your specific videos, most content creators are going to be kind of curious about where their views are coming from. As you study view sources, you realize which ones are most beneficial for your whole channel and which ones are important for specific videos. All right, so let me give you an example real quick. So let's say you've reviewed your view sources and you've seen that your videos are getting a good amount of views from YouTube search. That's great. So now you can further optimize your videos to center around the keywords that people are searching for in order to find those videos. And you can study traditional YouTube, you can study YouTube Premium, annotations, end screens, playlists, and even video groups. And you can use all these different things to figure out which view sources are the most important for your video strategy. And you can also use it to look at which view sources you need to work on. So before we jump over to the tool and I show you guys how it works, why not go ahead and click the subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. That way you're notified every single time that we post a new tutorial video. All right, now that I've told you a little bit about view sources, let's go ahead and dive into the tool and I'll show you guys how it works. All right, so I'm on VideoAmigo.com, and to get to this tool, like with a lot of our other tools that we use, you want to go under Analysis and Insights, and you want to scroll all the way down to View Sources. And then as always, we're going to be using our very own how-to channel, which is Howdini. All right, so when you open up View Sources, the default thing you're going to see is the traditional versus premium. So again, this is in regards to which version of YouTube your viewers have. So if you look here, 98% of our viewers have the traditional YouTube, which is the free version. And then around a little less than 2%, 1.74% have the premium version or the paid version of YouTube. And now if you click here on Show It To Me Over Time, it's going to update and it's going to show you some of the view source data for the last 6 months. Now at first glance, if you look, it doesn't really look like the premium amount has really changed that much. You see 98, 2%, 98, 2%, 98, 2%, and so on and so forth. But if you take your cursor and you actually hover over the 2%, you can see that in February 2019, our premium views were only 1.69%. And then if you look in March, it's 1.83. In April, it's 1.82. In May, it is 1.65. So it does fluctuate. It may look at first like that it's not that much different, but if you actually take your cursor and you hover over the specific parts of the pie chart, you can see the numbers specifically. So if you're using this tool and you have a music channel, your percentage on the premium side is probably going to be a lot higher, since a lot of the people that have YouTube Premium also use that premium account to listen to music on YouTube. But for everyone else, keep an eye on this, because according to some of YouTube's own predictions, that percentage of premium is going to go up by 2022. And one quick thing before we move on, just like all of our tools on VideoAmigo, if you ever want to download a report or get a screenshot or something of this information at any time, all you need to do is click these three little bars right here at the right, and then it'll let you download in pretty much any format that you need. All right, so let's move on to the big picture tab at the top. Okay, so it defaults here and it shows you all of your view sources across your channel for the last month. And you can change that whenever you want. The top left here, you can actually change your time frame. You can do custom range, past year, past month, this month, or whatever you want. But to keep it simple, I'm gonna stay in this default view real quick. So I've noticed just by looking at this chart, there are a few view sources that have 0 percentages. So annotation, end screen, notification, and YouTube channel, just to name a few, have 0 percentages on our chart here. So if I want to get rid of those, just so my chart isn't as cluttered, all I want to do is just hover over anything above here and click on it that is not showing up, or that it has 0%. So for example, YouTube channel has 0%. So let me go ahead and click on that. And now the chart's going to update, and now YouTube channel doesn't show there at all. Because why would you want it to? It's only 0%. It's offering no data to your chart whatsoever, so I just got rid of it. End screen is another example. So let's go ahead and get rid of end screen as well. Campaign card is also 0. We will get rid of that. No link embedded is also 0%. We'll get rid of that. Promoted and advertising are also 0%. So again, I'm going to get rid of those as well. Okay, so now I've weeded out all the sources that don't have any views coming from them. So my chart looks a lot cleaner. And so I can clearly look at this and see that most of our views came from the YouTube search. So if I hover over it, I can get a little bit more information. We got 44.7% of our views from YouTube search, which is about 999,000 views, and 32,500 hours and 49 minutes of watch time. And like I said earlier in that example at the beginning of the video, knowing that YouTube search has done well, I can actually look and see which keywords are performing well for my channel, which keywords are allowing people to discover my channel. And I can optimize more videos around those specific keywords, and I can also build playlists with our playlist builder tool around those keywords as well. And just like traditional versus premium, we can also look at this information over time. So let's go ahead and click here where it says show it to me over time, and it's going to show you the data for the last 3 months. And again, hovering over each part of the pie chart will allow you to see specific percentages. So if I look at related video, in the first pie chart, it's only about 7%. But if I look in the second one, it's at 8.92, and then it increases in July all the way to 18.52. So now that we've looked at the big picture tab and looked at the view sources across our channel, let's go ahead and dive in and look at these specific view sources by video. So I'm going to click that by video tab at the top, and on this tab we can do the same thing we did with the big picture tab. We can change our dates around a little bit if we want, and we can also eliminate specific view sources that we don't want to see. So we can get rid of like notification or anyone that you want, and the chart will update. And if you're more of a grid person than a chart person, you'd rather see a grid of your videos, you can click on this right here next to chart view. You can click on grid view, and it'll show you all of your videos in a grid format instead. And when you use the grid, you can also use the scroller over here, and you can just use that to scroll through all your videos. You can go left, you can go right. You can go any which way that you want, but I'm more of a chart person personally. I'm not a huge fan of the grid view, so let me go ahead and switch back to chart. So let's say I want to take a closer look at some of the view sources for a specific group of videos. So I have my video groups right here. I can click on that, and I can scroll. Let's do dog videos. So let's click on that. And now our chart is updated, and instead of looking at all of our videos, we're just looking at the videos within our dog videos video group. And if you want to create a group for yourself or edit a group, you can always just click the gear right here, and you can click on video groups, and it'll let you edit any group that you have, or you can add your own by clicking this button right here. So that's pretty much it, guys, for the view sources tool on VideoAmigo. And by looking at this detailed information and looking at where your views are coming from, you can see how your specific video optimizations are working out. Are you getting views from search? You can take a deeper look into your content marketing efforts and see, am I promoting my videos enough on external websites? Why am I not getting enough external traffic? There's a lot you can do with this tool, and there's a lot to dive into, and there's a ton of really useful information you can get from this. So give the view sources tool a try on VideoAmigo.com by clicking the link in the description. See where views are coming from, see what you've been doing right on your YouTube channel, and see what you need to improve on. But with that being said, thank you guys again for watching today's video, and if you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like on the video and also to subscribe, and please click that bell so you guys are notified every time we upload a new tutorial video. Thanks again for your time, and I'll talk to you later, amigos.